How did a Swedish tank appear on the battlefields of World War II? To answer this, we must travel to Hungary and inspect the Royal Hungarian Army's armored vehicles. In 1920, after the Great War, the Treaty of Trianon restricted Hungary's rights to armament and armed forces, including a complete ban on tanks. This, however, did not stop Hungary, who began a secret rearmament, which aimed at having tanks as well. Decision was made, and the Hungarian factory, Mavag, acquired the license for the Swedish Landsverk L60B design in 1936. The original Swedish design was modified, which included the replacement of the armament as well. The Toldi was lightly armed and armored, designed for reconnaissance and supporting infantry. It featured a 20mm Solothurn anti-tank gun and a coaxial 8mm machine gun in its initial version. Its thin armor, 6 to 13mm, was sufficient for protection against small arms, but inadequate against contemporary tank and anti-tank weaponry. The Toldi participated in the invasion of Yugoslavia in 1941, but the shortcomings became extremely visible after Hungary joined the war against the Soviet Union on 26 June 1941. The tank's main armament was only capable of occasional engagements with the light tanks of the USSR, including the T-26, BT-5, and BT-7 tanks. However, against the contemporary and modern vehicles like the T-34 and the heavily armored KV-1, the Toldi was woefully ineffective. Despite the modernization attempts, including the replacement of the main armament, the Toldi's lack of armor and firepower made it impossible for the Royal Hungarian Army to keep this little knight in frontline service. The Toldi was phased out of the front lines as Hungary received tanks from Germany and deployed her own heavier designs, such as the Turan. The Toldi's only way of being resourceful was to serve as a commanding vehicle and in the rear. This little piece of Swedish-based Hungarian engineering was almost completely lost to history. Out of the 202 pieces of all the Toldi variants built, only 2 remains. Both of them are located in the Kubinka Tank Museum, Russia.